Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mention. I thought I'd come and say hello, wish you a good day. For we are moving towards this new moon in Scorpio that will be very, very powerful, very transformational. It is really an opportunity we are given to let go of all kinds of old things. But before, I wanted to say, when you speak about spirituality with atheists, I've noticed that hundreds of times. For my faith is very strong. I know that God is. It's not a belief for me that the existence of God is not a belief for me. It is a fact, a truth. But a lot of people have this belief that God does not exist. Those are atheists. And when you want to discuss anything with atheists, do not bring the idea of God into the picture. Find another way. There is all kinds of approach that can bring them to the understanding you need in order to bring them to share this communication. The reason why I'm recommending that is because when someone is deeply atheist, his core belief is that there is no God. And when you bring this idea of God, his core belief gets in conflict with his inner self, his God self, and it creates anger, frustration, chaos, and they become really, really agitated, and they close down and they won't get the point. So I'm just recommending to bring the truth about whatever higher truth to the general public, and it's okay to acknowledge your faith, but when you're one-on-one with an atheist person, try to find a way through philosophy to explain, but do not try to, the proselytism does not work, and someone will only open to spirituality when it's their time to open up to it in their own way, in their own time. Just something I thought, I hope you can resonate with that. I wanted to say that life has a sense, a meaning. There is no random happening in life. There is, although it can appear like that, there is everything was designed by us for us to learn the lessons, and everything has a sense and a meaning. When we're entering this Scorpio seasons, we have to be ready to shift at any moment. Everything can shift at any moment, so we have to be ready to shift from one state to another, from one situation to another. And this 27-28 will be this new moon, and there may be old wounds that reappear, but we have to use the tools that we know in order to find the stillness and go through that. And then Mercury retrogrades, where we may bring misunderstanding and miscommunication, so try to be clear and be patient. Or we're getting ready for this 11-11, 12-12. We have finalized a cycle of 7 years that started on the 12-12 2012 to the 12-12 2019. So everything, the cycle is going full cycle. We're going to be able to let go of all kinds of protection we have put around us in order to safeguard ourselves in relationship to this outer world. But now the shields, I'm going to be able to drop the shield and feel a lot more comfortable. Also wanted to say that in social media, people are only showing positive aspects all the time, but they all have, everybody's got a darker aspect, but not recognizing that. They want to deny it. They want to say, I don't have that, I'm all positive, I'm all, when in essence, we are hiding part of ourselves to ourselves when we're doing that. So we have to be able to admit our pain, admit our shadows. That's what I've been somewhat doing here in my videos. I've been through a difficult time, and I wasn't afraid of sharing this darker aspect. But it's about admitting the pain, or sharing it even with others, not necessarily on social media, but it's a way to deal with them. It's a way to expurge those energy, because if it stays hidden and we don't want to look at it, it will remain there until it is addressed. So it's okay to stay off the social media while you're dealing with this dark side. For you are perfect as you are, with all your issues. Everything is actually perfect, and it's just accepting that and working through the process of all that we are in order to become more, and to die from one state and be reborn into another state. The daydreams is very important, but they're going to become more, we're going to move from daydream to co-creation very soon. We have to recognize that we are blessed, we are abundant, and we are in gratitude. The more you recognize that you are blessed, you are in abundance, and you are in gratitude, the faster everything else will flow. We have to work in our inner stories. We all have an inner stories that we tell ourselves. and we have to remove lack. The idea of lack in our stories, the lack of money, the lack of relationship, the lack of consciousness in the world, the lack of peace. All of this have to be removed from our story. We need to shift into gratitude and abundance, to find what are those things in your life that are already there, that makes you grateful for, that you can see you have already a certain abundance about, and focus more on that for a couple of months till the end of the year, to really put more gratitude and abundance into the story you tell yourself, and that will assist in flowing, in accelerating the flow of abundance in relationship to all those other things that have been lacking from our life, but we want more. But if we focus on lack, we're just comforting the lack and solidifying this position. So we want to move into the position where we are actually focusing on whatever is abundant in our life, and then that will slowly but surely we'll be able to find the abundance in all those other areas as well. And so for the inner self is you, huh? You are your inner self, and your inner self is already perfect, eternal, divine, and brilliant. But what we need is that our outer self, our consciousness of this world, physical consciousness, have to recognize the inner light, recognize and align and anchor this inner light more consciously, so we can become more of that inner self, that higher self. And we want to connect to our higher self to find comfort. We need to connect to our higher heart, which is a chakra that's between the heart and the throat chakra. Is the thymus, is the sacred heart, or the soul star. This is mainly when we find comfort there. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to sing a song, pull a few cards. The paintings behind me here, it's about the light body. It's like this person, it's like the chakra systems that are emerging into this cosmic reality. And this is a painting about Orvonton, the super universe, the seventh super universe of Orvonton. That's the Milky Way at the center of it. This is an invisible world called Uverside, the center, the capital of our super universe. There are 10 major sectors, and each major sector is connected to 100 minor sectors. Each minor sector is connected to 100 local universe. So we belong to the 5th major sector, and our minor sector is centered in the constellation of Sagittarius. And our local universe, our whole star class, move around the Sagittarius, and someday we'll understand more. The cosmos, there will always be new things to discover, but we will have better understanding about all those things. So this is a celestial painting, and I'm going to pull a few cards to give, see what the archangels can guide us towards. So the highest wisdom for us today is the Lovers, the Archangel Raphael. In order to choose, listen to your heart. Involvement deeply anchored in emotion. The power of love. So follow that. Follow this. This is where the wisdom lies. What we need to understand is the 4 of Ariel. To give is also to receive. Resisting change. To know how to spend or saving your money. It's a practical card. We have to be wise in the administration of our resources. What we need to do is the 2 of Raphael. So it's a very romantic weekend. 2 hearts that are meeting each other to create something marvelous. Soulmates. Do not abandon those you love. So it's about taking care of of listening to the heart in order to find this connection. And the outcome is the 2 of Gabriel. It's another 2. It says, be bold and make ambitious choices. Progress is possible. Favor a relationship with people who are looking in the same way you do. So it's surround yourself with people that as much as possible, that are in a similar vibration, so you can share your thoughts and ideas without the judgment of this heavy judgment of those who do not share your points of view and your visions. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song that says, in one day, everything can change. It goes like this. What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine, What a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. Romantic song for a romantic day. Well, I wish you a wonderful time, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I will return shortly. Namaste.